What's up guys, it's Mark, and welcome back to the channel for a video that's going to blow your mind. We're diving deep into the world of unbelievable facts, the kind of stuff they don't teach you in school. Get ready for some serious wait what? Moments as we uncover the craziest, most shocking facts from around the globe. We're talking about animals that defy logic, hidden secrets of history, and mind-boggling statistics that'll make your head spin. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the mind-blowing facts to come. Alright, kicking off our list at number 10 is something straight out of a sci-fi movie. There's this company that takes your ashes, mixes them with concrete and shapes them into giant reef balls. Then they drop these bad boys into the ocean. It's like a weird underwater graveyard, but it's actually pretty cool. These reef balls provide a habitat for fish and other marine life, so it's like you're giving back to the planet even after you're gone. Talk about leaving a legacy. I don't know about you guys, but the whole concept kind of blows my mind. Who would have thought you could become an artificial reef after you die? Let's move on to number 9, but trust me, we're just getting started with the weirdness. Hold on tight, because number 9 is about to blow your mind. We all look up at the clouds and think they're these fluffy, weightless things, right? Wrong. Turns out those fluffy white giants floating above us can actually weigh more than a jumbo jet. Scientists estimate that an average-sized one can hold millions of gallons of water. It's crazy to think that something that looks so light and airy can actually be heavier than a plane full of people and luggage. Stay tuned, because we've got even more mind-blowing facts coming up. Alright guys, buckle up, because number 8 is going to sound like something straight out of my worst nightmare, but it's 100% real. There's a small town in Honduras called Lloro where every year a weather phenomenon known as lluvia de peces occurs, which literally translates to rain of fish. Imagine walking outside and instead of raindrops you've got fish falling from the sky. Scientists believe it's caused by waterspouts sucking up fish from the ocean and then dropping them inland. But honestly, that just makes it even crazier. Can you imagine the chaos? People running around, fish flying everywhere. It would be insane. It would be the ultimate game of dodgeball. But hey, at least we'd have a seafood feast afterward, right? Get ready to have your mind blown by number 7, because we're about to dive into the weird world of space. Space is full of surprises and mysteries that continue to baffle scientists and enthusiasts alike. We all know Venus as Earth's evil twin, right? It's the second planet from the Sun and is often called Earth's sister planet because of their similar size and composition. Super hot, toxic atmosphere, not exactly a vacation destination. The surface temperature on Venus can melt lead, and its atmosphere is filled with sulfuric acid clouds. But did you know that a day on Venus is actually longer than a year on Venus? This means that the planet takes more time to complete one rotation on its axis than it does to complete one orbit around the Sun. Yeah, you heard that right. It's one of those facts that make you question everything you thought you knew about our solar system. It takes Venus longer to rotate on its axis, which is a whopping 243 Earth days to be exact. Imagine a single day stretching out for that long than it does to orbit the Sun, which takes 225 Earth days. So in the time it takes for Venus to complete one full rotation, it has already traveled around the Sun once. So basically, if you lived on Venus, you'd experience a year passing by before you even got to see a full day. You'd celebrate your birthday before you saw the sun rise again. Imagine having a birthday party and then waiting months to see the sunrise. Talk about a long day at the office. You'd be working for what feels like an eternity. It's like time itself is broken on Venus. The concept of time as we know it on Earth just doesn't apply there. It just goes to show you the universe is full of mysteries and oddities that challenge our understanding. The universe is full of mysteries that we're only just beginning to understand. Every discovery opens up new questions and possibilities that we're only just beginning to understand. Who knows what other incredible facts are out there waiting to be discovered? Okay, history buffs, get ready for number 6, because this one's going to mess with your sense of time. We often think of ancient history as this distant, almost mythical era, but sometimes the timelines can really surprise us. Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, actually lived closer to the invention of the iPhone than she did to the construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza. Yes, you heard that right. I know, right? It sounds crazy, but it's true. This fact really puts into perspective how ancient some of our ancient wonders truly are. The Great Pyramids were built around 2580 to 2560 BC, while Cleopatra lived from 69 to 30 BC. That's a gap of over 2,000 years. The first iPhone, on the other hand, was released in 2007. So Cleopatra lived just over 2,000 years before the iPhone came into existence. Do the math, and you'll see that Cleopatra was way closer to us in time than she was to those ancient wonders. It's a mind-bending realization, isn't it? It's crazy to think that something we consider ancient history was actually closer in time to a modern invention like the iPhone. This really changes how we perceive historical timelines. It just goes to show you time is a flat circle, man. Our understanding of history is constantly evolving, and facts like these remind us to always question our assumptions. So next time you think about Cleopatra, remember that she's not as far removed from our modern world as you might have thought. History is full of these fascinating connections that make us rethink everything we know. Number 5 is going to make you wish you were a jellyfish, or maybe not. Hold on tight, because we're diving into the deep end of immortality. Turns out there's a species of jellyfish called the Turritopsis dohrnii, also known as the immortal jellyfish, that can literally live forever. I'm not kidding. This tiny creature has figured out a way to cheat death by reverting back to its polyp stage after reaching sexual maturity. Can you imagine being able to regenerate your entire body and live forever? You could eat all the pizza you want, pull off the craziest stunts, and never worry about kicking the bucket. Hold on to your water bottles, folks, because number 4 is about to make you see the sky in a whole new light. Did you know that there's more fresh water floating around above us than in all the rivers on Earth combined? Yeah, you heard that right. The atmosphere is like a giant invisible water tower, holding trillions of gallons of fresh water in the form of vapor. That's enough water to quench the thirst of every living thing on the planet, with plenty to spare. It's amazing to think that we're surrounded by so much water, yet freshwater scarcity is a major problem in many parts of the world. If only we could find a way to tap into that atmospheric reservoir, we could solve a lot of problems. Who knows? The possibilities are endless. All right, animal lovers, number 3 is for you, and it's a real hoot. Ever heard of a parliament of owls? No, I'm not talking about a group of politicians arguing about bird laws. A parliament is actually the collective noun for a group of owls. I know, right? It sounds way too fancy for a bunch of birds, but it's true. Imagine a bunch of owls perched on a branch, looking all wise and majestic. They're like the supreme court of the bird world. Maybe they're discussing important owl business, like where to find the best mice or how to perfect their stealthy hunting techniques. Whatever they're talking about, it's got to be interesting. I wouldn't mind eavesdropping on a parliament of owls sometime. Get ready to feel incredibly small, because number 2 is about to launch us into the vastness of space. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered just how many stars are out there? Well, prepare to have your mind blown. Scientists estimate that there are more stars in the observable universe than there are grains of sand on all the beaches on Earth. That's an insane amount of stars. We're talking billions upon billions of stars, each one potentially hosting its own solar system with planets, moons, and maybe even life. And to think we're just a tiny speck of dust on a tiny planet orbiting an average star in a seemingly infinite cosmic ocean. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. The most shocking fact of them all. Number 1 is going to make you question everything you thought you knew about space. You can actually fit all the planets in our solar system side by side between the Earth and the Moon. I know it sounds impossible, right? But it's true. Imagine lining up Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune all in a row. The average distance between the Earth and the Moon is about 238,900 miles. That's a vast expanse of space, almost hard to comprehend. If you add up the diameters of all the planets in our solar system, it comes out to about 233,865 miles. That leaves a little over 5,000 miles to spare. Just think about that for a second. It's crazy to think that all those giant planets, including Jupiter and Saturn, could fit into that seemingly small space. Jupiter, the largest planet, has a diameter of about 86,880 miles, and Saturn isn't far behind with about 72,367 miles. It really puts things into perspective, doesn't it? The vastness of space and the relative sizes of these celestial bodies are truly mind-boggling. Next time you look up at the night sky, remember this incredible fact and let it remind you of the wonders of our universe. So there you have it, folks, the top 10 most shocking facts that are sure to make you the most interesting person at your next party. From fish rain to immortal jellyfish, we've covered it all. Which fact blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and remember, the world is a strange and wonderful place. So keep exploring.